Old McDonald had a farm. Holy shit. I'm gonna have to bleep all that.
We may just be witnessing the death of fast food places right before our very eyes, okay? So if you haven't heard about this yet, apparently there are going to be McDonald's locations that are going to be completely removing the availability for you to get free refills of their drinks, okay?
What kind of sick world are we living in? It's pissing me off. All right, buckle up, boys. This is going to be a fun one, okay? We got the fast food restaurants. You got the big conglomerates like TGI Fridays. Thank God it's Chillis. And, you know, the classics. So, you know what? We're just going to watch the downfall. And you know what? If you're new here, welcome. Let's have some fun. And believe it or not, I give out free refills here. So, enjoy.
It isn't already bad enough that a majority of these McDonald's locations don't even look like the McDonald's of the past, okay? There's just these corporate hollowed out buildings, and you walk in and it looks like there's just a bunch of Autobots and Decepticons that are ready to take your order.
I'd actually go there. If there were literal robots walking around, I'd at least check it out. I trust that. Oh, this one's about Chili's. All these places, we'll get into it. I'll tell you my thoughts on this. It's going to be fun. Oh, yeah, real quick, at the end of this video, I'm going to be doing some stand-up comedy coming up on the 30th. I'll talk about that at the end of the video, though, for all my regular viewers. Anyways.
So I stopped doing fast food right before Thanksgiving, and
Congratulations, brother.
just in general, the price gouging, the boycotting is just, you know, something that's going to be an added bonus. But I'm here at my neighborhood Chili's, and I'm the only one here. And you know what's wild? Look, Chili's does a 3 for me.
Oh, yeah, for like $11, you could get a soup, a drink, and an entree for $11. And still, no one's buying it, so that's awesome.
For $10.99, where you get your...
But here's the funniest part, so check this out. So this one goes, TGI Fridays will be closing stores in a dozen U.S. states. You know what's so crazy about that? I actually worked at TGI Fridays. I bartended there, okay? And I remember this is like 7-8 years ago. They were closing down stores then because people, it just didn't have the same appeal, okay? And the food started to not be good, all right? I think that's the biggest part. If the food was still good, I'd probably be like, thank God it's Fridays. Give me a burger, seriously. But let's get down to brass tacks here, okay? Let's dive in deep. Forget the corporate shit. Let's imagine mom and pops here. This lady starts going off about the IRS, and this is going to all make sense.
Message for the IRS. You are such an outdated, clunky-ass bitch. Your process is stupid. Your process is confusing. And if you wanted more people to pay their taxes, you would think you'd make it a little bit easier to pay their taxes.
She's actually so correct. I owed the IRS money because I always owe them money every year. And they wouldn't let me send it online, so I had to literally handwrite them a check. Okay, but this is going to make sense, okay? Because taxes, the insurance you have to have for all this stuff, it's affecting these places. Even though you think TGI Fridays is like corporate, which they are, or McDonald's, but they still have, what do they call them? God damn it. Michael Bordenaro is going to let us know what they're called. Franchisees. That's what it is. So this is going to make sense.
Exactly how much an individual franchise owner might make from this, but I'm willing to guess it's probably pennies. Probably not even going to make $1. And then in states like California, they're going to be losing money. You know, where you got to pay employees $20 an hour there, they're not going to be able to make money on this promotion. And it's not like I feel bad for them. I'm not giving sympathy to McDonald's here, guys. I could care less. I don't eat at McDonald's. It doesn't matter to me if they go out of business tomorrow. But it's an economy issue. You know, it's one of the biggest fast food companies in the entire world. And if they start having problems, it's going to lead to more people as individuals having problems with their finances. So that's what I like to talk about here.
Thank you. Holy shit. All right. So a franchisee owns the McDonald's, but no one's coming in. See, the corporate guys, they don't care about the food, all right? You watch the movie The Founder. It's actually really good. McDonald's is like more in real estate than food, if that makes any sense. It doesn't, but still. Okay? Just be happy you got a meal. But think about that, right? Just with the taxes, the insurance, the prices of everything. So imagine places like McDonald's or TGI Fridays, Olive Garden, okay? If they can't afford it, imagine the little guy. I know, it's perfect. It's outstanding. I'll take a number 7, please.
This is going to cost them so much money that even Coca Cola, who's their beverage partner, is going to be kicking in a $4 million subsidy to help soften the blow of this $5 meal deal. So they have to get as much help as they can get to offer this and actually, make it a viable solution and hope that people come in and buy other stuff while they're there.
Just put it that way, okay? McDonald's needs help from Coca Cola. I know. So imagine me, right? Just some regular dude. Who am I going to get help from? Steve at the restaurant next door? Steve's Taqueria? Yeah. I know. We both can't afford to help each other. That's the funniest part. If you're new here, I'd like to read some of your comments from previous videos. Keep it light, keep it loose, keep it fun. This person goes, $32 for diarrhea. That makes sense. He goes, yesterday's dollar menu is now the $5 menu, if you are lucky. Yeah, I know. It's funny. Well, this dude goes, this dude could talk about anything, and I'll listen. If you're new here, consider subscribing. No pressure. This one was good. You can't even buy $1 with $1 anymore. Classic. This one was just kind of funny. But also not funny. This dude goes, I'm 26, I have an office job, I spend $6 a week on chicken cutlets, $10 every 3 months on a bag of brown rice, and I just bring lunch every day, losing weight and saving money. He goes, black-pilled and miserable, but eating well. Hey, this guy, I got to give it to him, man. I'd have to be, that's discipline right there. Like, for real. I'm about to go get a large fry and a Coke for $17.95. All right. Oh, this dude had an excellent point, and it's honestly kind of sad, but I think he's on the money.
Yesterday about McDonald's hamburger and French fries costing $14. And the problem with this isn't that you got to pay more for it. It's never going to go down. I own a small plumbing company called Friendly Plumbing, and
nice plug. See what he did there? You got to respect that.
I used to do water heaters for about 3 years ago for $1,500. Okay, that includes a water heater, all the parts involved, labor, 1-year warranty on the labor. So
that's a really good deal.
Now we're doing it for $2,500 for a 40-gallon water heater. Other companies are doing for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. We're probably the most reasonable in the area. But the problem with this is no company's going to lower their prices. From now on, they're not going to lower them. That's the issue. So when inflation hits and the energy's too much, we're never, ever going to lower our prices. They're just always going to go up. This is the standard, and now it's never going to go down.
Okay, so what he said, unfortunately, I think is true, and I don't like it. Not at all. But this has something to say with all these places. So this one's like more restaurants that are closing down. Denny's, never go there. Boston Market. When's the last time you went to a Boston Market? Seriously. For real. TGI Fridays, we already talked about them. They've been drowning. I used to work there. Applebee's, like, come on. Like, seriously. I'm not knocking any of these places, but here's what I'm saying. They got big too fast, in my opinion. Like, I think these places, there's just way too many of them, if that makes any sense. And like he said, okay, when he said everything keeps going up, like, we're used to these places like this. Burger King is planning on closing up to 400 locations. Yeah, off with his head. The king is dead. He's dying. Okay? And I don't feel bad for them. I'm just saying they have way too many restaurants. Okay? No offense. Do your thing. Dream big. I'm all for it. Make your money. That's cool. But we're used to paying hardly nothing for this food. So that's the real issue. People aren't just going to get used to paying a bunch of money for not that great quality of food. They're just not going to do it. And I bring this up to say there's one fast food restaurant that I think did it correctly. But let me read this comment first. This dude goes, remember Subway's $5 footlongs? Yeah, no, what do you mean? He goes, that's how long ago it was. I was like, I wasn't even alive. He goes, this trend will put fast food out of business because their core customer is low income and cannot afford what's coming. Way higher prices. Thank you. Holy shit. Right? Same with Pizza Hut. This guy goes, they order from Pizza Hut 2 pizzas, wings, and 2 pizzas and wings last night, $90. That's a little steep. I feel like you're just making shit up right there. Unless you got stuffed crust, then I can see that. But bingo, you guys guessed it. Chick-fil-A. And they're closed on Sundays. They're not even greedy. They don't even need to be open every day of the week. And you know why their locations are always busy? Anybody in here? Anybody got a guess? Because it's a rarity. They're not every 20 feet. You know, like McDonald's, I feel like they're... At one point, I thought there was like a law passed where there legally had to be a McDonald's every so many miles. That's how many McDonald's it felt like. But imagine if McDonald's, Burger King, Chillis, all these other places, imagine if it was like Chillis, where one day a week they're closed and they're not everywhere. They'd probably be doing just fine. Because I don't think Chick-fil-A is closing anything down. I could be tripping. Please let me know. And I'm actually going to go there right after this video. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe I will. Okay, now this one's a big one. All right, remember what we talked about. The prices are going up. The food quality is becoming less and less. Cool. Glad we're on the same page. Because this chick is not tripping.
I just want to know when our food got so bad. Like, nothing tastes right anymore. The texture of everything's off. I'm eating beef. It just tastes a little bit too much like beef. Chicken's the worst. The texture's disgusting. Eggs taste a lot like eggs these days. Like,
So I had a joke back in the day, or I still use it all the time. But basically, like one time I was eating at McDonald's, and you know those like little diced onions they put on the burger? Well, I was eating it, and I like took one of the onions off, and I put it in my mouth, and I was like, it was almost as if a scientist made this onion and said, yes, now this. He goes, now that tastes like an onion. Yeah. So I don't think she's tripping at all. And now for every meal, every time I eat with one of my friends and we eat something, every time we bite into something, we go, now that tastes like an onion. Anyways, just saying, she's not tripping. Maybe she is. You guys let us know.
Breaking news, the Kellogg's boycott is working.
The Kellogg's boycott is working because 1 day sale, 99 cents each. Yeah, it's probably expired or something. But let's dive deeper on this.
As the food and beverage company is having to slash price.
Us Americans are a funny bunch. This is, by the way, who owns everything. And then here's Kellogg's right here. And when I say Americans are a funny bunch, we will quite literally shut down like 1 out of the 11 like superpowers of the world, basically.
Yeah, so basically, that's the funniest part. Is like Coca Cola owns all of this. The PepsiCo owns all of this. Kellogg's owns all of that. So all these companies basically just own everything. So like if Chili's takes a shit, it's cool. They own like 50 more like things. I know. It's like it's monopoly. They can't lose. It's terrific. You gotta admire it. He goes, this person goes, never in my life would you think fast food and luxury would be used in the same sentence? Too much to swallow. I know. It's funny. Fast food's becoming a luxury. It's you can make it up, but this is just the truth is stranger than fiction. I had a bunch of people on the last fast food video comment, like, at least a lot of people will lose weight. But this one was something I said, but just something to think about. This person goes, I have never met a 90-year-old overweight person. Yeah, think about that. Anytime you see anybody who's incredibly old, you'll notice one thing. They're always skinny. Just saying. I don't know why I put that in there. Just thought that was interesting. But anyways, if you guys are interested, I got a stand-up show coming up on the 30th. I'm going to be doing about like 10 minutes. It's in St. Pete, Florida, so Tampa Bay area. Okay. The place is called Sunshine City Comedy Club. All right. It's on the 30th of May. All right. On Thursday night. You can go to sunshinecitycomedyclub.com to purchase tickets. I'll be doing like 10, 15 minutes. It's going to be me and 3 other people. This is my homie Trevor. He's going to be closing out the show. But yeah, feel free to come on out, and I'm going to be kicking it after the show, and feel free to come up, and we'll chop it up, meet you guys, and it'll be a good time, gay old time. And I might even bring some McDonald's nuggets for everybody, okay? And I can afford it, kind of. Anyways, you guys leave your thoughts on all this shit. I'm loving it, okay? And fuck it, whatever, who cares? Honestly, I think less is more nowadays, so it's probably a good thing. But shout out to all my Patreon members. Love you guys, and all of my regular viewers. I appreciate all of you. And, God, good stuff, man, you know? I wonder if the ice cream machine is broken at McDonald's. Probably is. We'll go check it out.